Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Let me introduce myself. I go by a lot of names over the years because of video games and growing up playing video games. I guess as it stands right now, you'll most often hear people refer to me as Armin or Aspen. And you'll probably notice Aspen Summers is my YouTube channel now. It used to be Iron and Apples, but we progress through life. We're changing it up, growing, learning, living. And now here we are, Aspen Summers. I wanted to hop on here and give a small walkthrough of the park I've been currently working on for Planet Coaster 2, as it came out recently, and I have been absolutely loving it. This is my first park here, and I've used it as a learning and exploring opportunity. I used to play a lot of Planet Coaster back in the day, when it first came out, and then as the game aged, I stopped playing it. I played other park sims like Architect, Open RCT, and then growing up I played a lot of RCT, RCT2, and RCT3. I didn't much get into the decoration side of the game. I was mainly a coaster fanatic. Loved roller coasters, and when Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 came out with Soaked, I was all over that as well, enjoying the building water slides and building water parks. With the release of Planet Coaster 2 and water parks, I wanted to take the opportunity to try my hand at creating something that was rather immersive, more than what I am used to building. You'll notice, as I mentioned, this park was my learning and exploring park. So, as you can see, we start off the park very bare bones, nothing here. It was me learning how to play with the pathing tool, and eventually I might revisit this and fill it in later. Yeah, so this park is sort of a time lapse of my working on learning the park and learning the tools of Planet Coaster 2. We start from nothing all the way up to this, which I'm currently working on over in my Twitch channel, which will be linked down in the description. We even got projects going, which is really cool. So far, I probably put about 20 to 30 hours into this park, and I'm having an absolute blast. So yeah, this is it so far. I put a few pieces up on the Frontier workshop that I'm pretty proud of. Yeah, you come into the park. This is your entrance area. Like I said, I'll get back to decorating later. Learning the ropes, so I built this structure here, which was just supposed to house some, bathrooms, changing stalls, and quick service food shops, or like your floaty pool toy shops. Quickly realized as I had it in sandbox mode that the park started to flood with, I don't know, we got up to around 2,000 guests, and they were all stacked outside of the change rooms, not able to change, so I quickly just copied the building over and pasted down a second one. Figured that would be enough and went on to build the pool. Just your basic pool, square shape, rectangular shape with the wave pool. I wanted to do a more tapered style wave pool where this end was smaller and the shallow end was bigger, as that is kind of what I am used to when it comes to wave pools, but figured, I'd leave that for my second or third park, as again, I was just learning and exploring. From here, I came over to this side where I started to build some body slides. Interchanging or racing sort of body slides. Nothing really super fancy done that I was doing here, mainly just trying to, I don't know, have a nice experience. I ended up calling them morning and night, and decorating them as such. Once I found these pieces, the Viking rock sculptures, that sort of was the basis for a lot of my decisions and a lot of my decorating choices. So you can see the teal is used in this slide as well. That matches these rocks. Yeah. So I first had built this, didn't decorate it, or decorated it a little bit. Came back and redecorated it, and again, all of these VODs are on my Twitch channel if you want to see the progression that I did. Second day, what I worked on was this over here, these 3 body slides. This is sort of inspired by Blizzard Beach and Typhoid Lagoon, as well as this piece here, which comes in the game. It's all the way over here, sorry. This piece here. I found it and I was like, ooh, this is really pretty, and decided to just go with it. I knew I wanted to do sort of what Blizzard Beach had done. Those 2 slides side by side, one with the straight drop and one sort of a more gradual drop. So I did the kind of like a camel hump, I guess, or I'm not sure the terminology, but you know, down into another drop here. And then I knew that I wanted to do a looper as well in this area, or alongside the 3 of them. And so this is what I worked on the second day. This set of slides here, and I had this. This is up on the shop as well. Sorry, my camera work is absolutely atrocious. But on the Frontier shop, you can find this if you're interested in it. This is just 2 change tiles side by side, but you can interchange them to be fast food or whatever you want, or bathrooms, whatever. Another thing I wanted to work on was the use of realistic pathing, or trying to make a better pathing system for my parks. So the entrance to this slide is, probably can guess, is at the back, but if we follow along, go underneath this rock structure into other rock, underneath this other underpass here. Again, using the Viking rock sculptures. And then there's this little alcove back here. It's the entrance, and we have our little friend. And sort of like a hot spring pond type of thing. And we go up and yeah, you can choose one of the 3. This is all made out of rocks, and my learning, what I took away from learning this was to make it a building. I just started placing rocks without bringing them into a building, so all of these rocks are independent of each other. This whole thing is just one independent piece after another. That's what I took away from this. Then I went into making this plaza here. Just 2 buildings, really. I don't know if you want to call it a plaza, but yeah, we have another food service building here. This building is also up on the Frontier Workshop, and so is this building up on the Frontier Workshop. This is just, again, toilets and change rooms, and then back inside here you have 2 quick service food places. I guess what I learned from this was probably better to put the washrooms back here and the food out front here. And again, because I had at the guest limit cap, I was just getting flooded with guests trying to change. So the more change rooms I could put down, the better. So grab this from the Frontier Workshop. Feel free to change it up as you need it, of course. Back here is just a mechanics workshop and a staff building that they can get to from these 2 areas here, back behind there or coming back around there. There's another washroom here. I have to finish this, but covering this up with rocks. This was sort of inspired by the washrooms at Canada's Wonderland and other parks, where they have a mountain structure and you have to go into the mountain structure. Okay, so that was 1 day's worth of work here. And of course, filling in all of the little gaps in between the pathing. trying to add as much foliage and shade as possible. What I worked on the next day was fixing up some of the area or some of the decorations in here, increasing some sizes of the pieces, as well as adding foliage and like this the fencing, corrected some pathing here, added some supports to the slides. And then I made this little building over here. I wanted this building to be more inspired by like a return to nature reclaimed building in the woods. So I think that's where we're gonna go next with this area. Back here, more of a nature reclaimed sort of bay foresty, folky area. Yeah, brings us to what I have been working on for the past day. Has been sort of our main centerpiece structure. Sort of the main focal point of going to be the floating ruins attached to the rocks, attached to the mountain, and then this giant floating circle. Yeah. So this is honestly what I've been working on the past day. And you can see I have learned my lesson and I have made this one building. Because eventually I'll put this up on the workshop as well. I have a long way to go still to get it where I want it. And, you know, there's a little path through the area here that I will put up the fences for, and then clean up some areas around here. And then, yeah, this side of the park will go in this off in this direction, and then there will be a lazy river that I'm playing. And some more slides and stuff. And then that'll probably be it for this park, and I'll probably start either a coaster theme park or another water park. But I've been having a lot of fun with the Viking set. The pieces are really easy to work with, and there's a lot you can do between the Viking set and the resort set. There's a lot of overlap. A lot of my structures have a combination of the two. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for now. You know, I've been working on this for like 30 hours and not much here. But it's been an absolute joy and blast. And yeah, come check out my Twitch channel where I'm on there building constantly. Planet Coaster, new content. Love to see you in chat and hear your thoughts and stuff. All right. Thanks, guys.